City, the Heart of Bicol. Amen. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Pambansang awit.
Handa.
Bayang magiliw, pers ng silanganan, alag ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay, lupang hinirang, luyang ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiit, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bukaw, may dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kislap ng wataw at mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may pinaglililim, lupa ng araw ng luwalhati pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Amin ligaya ng pag may maapi, ang mamatay ng dahil sa iyo.
The Heart of Bicol March.
Ding, ding, ding.
Bicol reason, culture, and history you call to mind. Symbols of the rarest nature, a tree, a river, and a shrine. Sing your songs to hear your voices in church, in streets, and marketplace. In campus, stage, different noise, with touching, shapes our lives, and wheels our day. Eyes that we will not the student ones of crowded flight and count. Receive the years of promise plenty, keep this cathedral town of God. Bless your city, queen of graces, touch this heart anew with love. Pour upon our upturned faces all the magic of your love. Pour upon our upturned faces all the magic of your love.
Privilege time.
Good morning.
Morning.
We wish to acknowledge the presence of the acting city engineer, Engineer Elmer Albo, the head of the City Health Office, Dr. Ronaldo Amoranto, and Dr. Joey Blasco. We also wish to acknowledge the presence here of students coming from the Central Bicol State University of Agriculture. Madam John Dale Alvarez, Joy Actores, May Abe Crone, and Antoinette Nibiar. Okay, so is there any privileged speech coming from the members of the regular council?
Not a privileged speech. Mr. Chairman, please also acknowledge we have with us the head of the Naga City General Hospital, Dr. Sanchez, and also from the Bureau of Fire. Siguro hindi mo nailing sa listahan.
The head of the Naga City General Hospital, Dr. Amoranto?
Sanchez.
Sanchez.
And
We were together at the at the church. And
Yaw man po si head kang CDRMO, Mr. Rodriguez. Katain.
I also wish to acknowledge Mr. Rodriguez
Bureau of Fire.
and the Fire Marshal, Fire Chief Inspector Mark Alan Consuegra. And of course, Councilor Aris Macaraig.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So any privileged speech from the members of the regular council? Councilor Vito Butch Borja.
The Honorable Presiding Officer, Vice Mayor Gabi Bordado, distinguished colleagues, and August member of the Chamber, fellow public servants, and Genius, good morning. The subject today for my privileged speech is health in crisis. Call for immediate action like every Nagueño in the city of Naga. I rise today not as the city councilor, but as a physician. As someone who seems the first hand, especially the pain of mother losing a child due to dengue. The worry of teachers watching their students cough, shiver from fever or influenza. And the frustrations of families asking, Dok, ano po ang magagawa? Ano po ang magiginibo ng syudad sa mga pasyente mo? This is not just numbers, but this is about lives. The alarming reality, as of October 20, 2025, Naga City has recorded 118 suspected dengue cases. 71 confirmed, and one life lost. A young victim from San Felipe will wake up this story. The surge began last March, but by September, cases have doubled. Barangay San Felipe leads with about 17% of the cases, while Barangay Lerma recorded the highest attack rate, showing the dengue is spreading right in our neighborhood. And if dengue wasn't enough, the city is also facing a spike of influenza, also known as ILI, or influenza-like illness, and respiratory infection. Over 1,137 suspected influenza cases have been reported this year, with 207 confirmed. The largest cluster is in our school, and one of these is Don Manuel Abella Elementary School with 466 suspected cases, and Ateneo de Naga Pacol with 110. We cannot ignore the silence. Even more alarming, Mr. Presiding Officer, is not the number of the cases, but the silence. The Council, by extension, our people have not received a comprehensive health update of our cases in Naga City. In times of health emergencies, silence is not caution. It is danger. We cannot fight what we do not have. We cannot protect what we do not fully understand. Our actions and accountability, we must act now strongly urge the office body to summon the City Health Office for an official briefing before the Council. We must demand a clear plan for action coordinated with barangay health workers and local hospitals. May I propose that we strengthen our response through barangay level cleanup drives and anti-dengue campaign, information caravan in schools, school-based health education, and so every child or student knows how to fight dengue and flu. Regular fogging, disinfection if badly needed, because we do fogging and disinfection usually during the peak or only during severe outbreak. We cannot afford to wait for the next outbreak. We had this about 7 years ago, or the next loss before we act. Let us make Naga City a model. A city where prevention is stronger than cure and where discipline, compassion, and action walk hand in hand. Let us not forget, behind every case, every child with fever, a parent in worry, a doctor fighting exhaustion. Let us serve not only with words but with will, not only with data but with decisive action. I will be showing you some graphs to present the gradual increase of these cases. From February to October, we had a peak time in September of influenza or ILI in Naga City. And if we compare this to the years before, 2025 is the highest number of influenza cases or ILI. The highest so far is from Barangay Balatas, followed by the remaining almost 4 each case. Grande, Pequeña, Iboton, San Felipe, and others. In the schools, as I presented earlier, well, from Don Manuel Abella Elementary School, 466, Ateneo de Naga Bacol, 110, Carolina Elementary School, 79, Concepcion Pequeña, National High School, 55, Pabolo, 427. So action taken. Before we declare for any cases of influenza or dengue, there must be a verification and investigation done by the City Health Office, especially by the CESU, before releasing any certification or confirmation for the cases. Then distribution of face masks, disinfection of schools and reported suspected cases, especially for dengue. Strengthen surveillance and influenza illness, and request for the Universal Transport Media, UTM, for possible collection of nasopharyngeal during nasopharyngeal swabbing among suspects, especially in ruling out ILI. Mr. Chair, at least that's my report. And salamat po, and continue to serve with compassion, vigilance, and health and heart of true Nagueño, especially with our the teammates from Naga City Hospital, City Health Office, City Health Office 2, and other health workers. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you very much, Councilor Dr. Butch Borja. Any other privileged speech? Councilor Elmer Baldimoro?
A privileged speech, Mr. Chair, but if the Honorable Borja is amenable, could we calendar this matter, the privileged speech of the Honorable Butch Borja?
Councilor Borja, are you amenable to be interpellated by Councilor Baldimoro? Okay, please proceed.
No, Mr. Chair, my proposal is to calendar the matter in our special business or order, and we took the opportunity, yaon po ang satuyang City Health Officer and other health officials.
So you don't have any question?
Maybe later, Mr. Chair, during the deliberation of the matter, when we calendar this. My suggestion is to calendar this in this session in the special business or order.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Baldimoro. So any other privileged speech from the members of the regular council? The senior citizens.
Mr. Chair, the senior citizens counterpart will deliver his privileged speech, Councilor Jesus B. Adan Jr.
Councilor June Adan making his second privileged speech.
Hello. Thank you, Mr. Chair. To our Honorable Presiding Officer, Vice Mayor Gabi Bordado, esteemed members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, my fellow senior counterparts, other distinguished guests of Naga City, ang magmang lugar, good morning po sa inyo, Gabos.
Good morning.
It is my privilege to stand before you today as I fulfill the most significant commitment of my tenure to express and my deepest, most sincere appreciation. As my term as your senior citizen counterpart comes to a close, I am deeply humbled by the weight of this honor. Holding this seat, maski nga ni monoblock chairs ang tukawan me. Salamat lang ako absent si Consi Jess, kaya nakatuko ako sa magayon na tukawan. Has been a profound privilege, allowing me to contribute to the legislative process in our beloved Naga. This role has embodied the Bicolanos' motto, Mga Oragon, a powerful testament to progressive spirit, courage, and commitment to inclusive governance. My tenure has been profoundly enriching experience. It has given the more than 20,000 registered senior citizens of Naga a direct line to the legislative engine of our city. We were not just subjects of policy. We were active contributors to it. I hope to have effectively conveyed the unique needs and aspirations of our sector through this opportunity, which include establishing my proposed ordinance, the Senior Citizens Welfare and Recreational Center. This dedicated hub would foster social and intellectual engagement while providing a robust livelihood program for our productive elders. Additionally, there is a need for more comprehensive and accessible healthcare and wellness programs across selected barangays. I would like to express my thanks to my fellow members of this governing body for their patience, respect, and willingness to listen to my unique perspective, which is informed by decades of experience as a retired law enforcer of the National Bureau of Investigation. Your appreciation for the wisdom and lived experience that I bring to our discussions in committee hearings is truly valued. As I depart from this august chamber in a few days, I am filled with a profound sense of pride and an unwavering commitment to the Senior Citizens Counterpart Program, which I firmly believe is essential and deserving of continued support, serving as a vital link between the vibrant energy of youth and the value guidance and the wise guidance of experience. I pledge to resume my duties as a committed yet private senior citizen in Concepcion, Pequeña. I will wholeheartedly urge our senior organizations to remain vigilant guardians of the city, offering insightful guidance for the future. I would like to express heartfelt gratitude on behalf of the Naga City senior citizens for 2025 to my secondary high school batchmate, Honorable Mayor Attorney Lenny Robredo, for her exemplary leadership in governance. We also extend our appreciation to Honorable Sangguniang Presiding Officer, Vice Mayor Gabby Bordado, the Sangguniang Secretariat, and our Honorable City Councilors, with a special recognition to my counterpart, City Councilor Doc Jess Albios, for their exceptional service delivered with dedication and passion. Sana po, dahil ka mo magsawa sa mga seniors. As in, akoon liwat nindo kami next year. Diyos mabalas po sa Indogabos.
Thank you very much, SC City Councilor June Adan. You can now take the seat of Councilor Jesse Albios. Mr. Secretary.
Reading and approval of the order of business.
Councilor Hill Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, may I move to dispense with the reading of the order of business and move for some minor amendment, Mr. Chairman. There's a note written on a heart-shaped piece of paper from the City Mayor to transfer the item under Special Business and Order number 2 to new business, Mr. Chairman.
Special Business or Order number
SBO number 2 to new business, Mr. Chairman.
New business.
The note is from the City Mayor. So the items number 3 and 4 will now be items number 2 and 3. Also, Mr. Chairman, may I move for the inclusion of some items, Mr. Chairman? First, the subject matter of the privilege speech of the Honorable Vito Borja.
That will be under SBO.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. That's item number 4 under SBO. And item number 5, Mr. Chairman, the proposed resolution favorably supporting Senate Bill number 121, otherwise known as an act establishing the Classroom Acceleration Program, which seeks to address classroom shortages and improve learning facilities in public schools nationwide, authored by Senator Bam Aquino, on joint and collective motion. Under unfinished business, Mr. Chairman, as item number 18.
Item number 18.
Under unfinished business, Mr. Chairman. A letter from the city assessor this is pertaining to the letter dated October 14 of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, requesting for information or verification of records pertaining to a property owned by Celedonia Mariano, I believe, pending with a certain committee. And as item number 19, letter from Mr. Paul Jan Barosa, Attorney Paul Jan Barosa, pertaining to his comments on
Letter from whom?
Attorney Paul Jan Barosa of the Persons with Disability Affairs Office, pertaining to his comments on the proposed ordinance of the Honorable Wilfredo Jude Jokno on the installation of tactile paving in key public areas. And last, under unfinished business, Mr. Chairman, is item number 20 from the Regional Director of the Department of Economy, Planning and Development, Bicol Region, pertaining to their comments and recommendation on the proposed city ordinance on artificial intelligence, governance, and advancement. That would be all for the inclusions, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
I move for the approval of the order of business.
Any second?
Before the approval.
Okay. Reaction from Councilor Baldemoro and then Councilor Nathan Serio.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, may I move for the inclusion in the special business or order as item number 6, a resolution congratulating and commending the SK Federation of Naga City for winning the most outstanding SK Federation in the Philippines.
Okay. So that will be item number 6 under SBO.
Mr. Chairman, there was also a message from the Honorable Jesse Albios to requesting for an inclusion, commending Senior Assistant City Prosecutor. Okay. Okay. So that would be all, Mr. Chairman.
So, yes, Councilor Nathan Serio.
With the indulgence of the Chairman of the Committee on Rules, Mr. Chairman, I request that we transfer items 3 and 4 of SBO to new business. This representation as the proponent of these two legislations would like that this matter be referred to the appropriate committee and be discussed there.
Items
3 and 4.
3 and 4 will be transferred to new business. Okay?
Thank you.
So, any second to the motion of Councilor Rosales?
Second, as amended.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Order of business. Reading and approval of the minutes of the previous sessions.
Mr. Chairman, may I move to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the 5th and 7th regular session and move for its approval.
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Special business or order, the proposed resolution of the Honorable Jesse R. Albios and Senior Citizen Councilor Simeon Jesus B. Adan Jr. congratulating and commending Senior Assistant City Prosecutor Virgilio S. Balani Jr. for being declared as the most outstanding prosecutor of the Philippines and best in resolution writing during the 128th anniversary celebration of the Department of Justice.
Mr. Chair,
Councilor Rodan, please.
may I move for the approval of this
Kindly.
Mr. Chair, may I move for the approval of this proposed resolution, commending and congratulating Senior Assistant City Prosecutor Virgilio S. Balani, Jr. for being declared as the most outstanding prosecutor of the Philippines, best in resolution writing during the 128th anniversary celebration of the Department of Justice.
Joint and
Joint collective.
collective.
Joint and collective, Mr.
I understand that Assistant City Prosecutor Virgilio Balane was the former city youth mayor.
Yes.
That's good.
Mr. Secretary.
The subject matter of the privileged speech of the Honorable Vito C. Borja II.
Councilor Dr. Butch Borja. And again, we wish to acknowledge the presence here of the head of the City Health Office, Dr. Amoranto, and the head of the Naga City General Hospital, Dr. Sanchez. We also wish to acknowledge the presence of Joseph.
Yun na to.
Oh, no.
Sanchez. Joseph Sanchez.
Oh, okay. Yes, Councilor Butch Borja. Yes, Councilor Baldimoro.
Mr. Chair, ako po nag-suggest to take this matter in a special business or order. Since po yaon man lang ang satuyang City Health Officer, could we ask him kung ano po itong measure or action taken by the City Health Office given the matter of the privileged speech of the Honorable Borja?
Yes, thank you, Councilor Baldimoro. Councilor Borja, can you answer the query of Councilor Baldimoro? What actions were taken by the various entities involved in healthcare in the city of Naga?
Based on the data that is collected, based on the data of influenza cases in the city and dengue, I'd like to call on Dr. Amoranto to answer the
So
action
can
taken.
you move for the suspension of the
I move
rules?
for the suspension of the rule.
The rules are suspended, and we wish to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Amoranto.
Good morning, Honorable. Good morning, Honorable Vice Mayor and the
Good morning.
Honorable Kagawad. Actually, we already ordered the surveillance and our sanitation office to do a disinfection on all the schools that has been affected. Not only na naapektuhan man ang mga eskwelahan, but maski itong DAE, nag-order kaming disinfection sa mga schools. Kasi halos gabos ka mga census kang nagkaigwa ng influenza cases, hali sa mga eskwelahan.
You know, Doc, I am a bit intrigued by the pronouncement made by the head of the Department of Health, Dr. Herbosa, that this is a normal pattern. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Actually, there's nothing to panic according to Dr. Ted Herbosa kasi sa panahon, araw ka mga panahon, talagang nagkakaigo kita ng mga influenza. Measures na dapat gibuhon is siyempre magkakaigo kita ng mga bakuna dapat. Kundi unfortunately for us, for this year, the DOH didn't supply us the vaccine. They usually supply us yearly. But for this year, dahil sila nagtaon niya ng bakuna.
Although in the privileged speech of Councilor Dr. Boots Borja, he was saying that there was a spike in the number of cases, particularly of flu-like symptoms. Again, do you agree with the contention of Councilor Borja?
I agree with that because the census came from our surveillance. Every time that there is an outbreak of influenza-like symptoms, the school immediately inform us. And
so are you telling us that despite the spike, we should not panic?
No, nothing to panic about
That
that.
everything
We
is
just have
under
to-
control?
Yes.
And this is not a recording?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
We will just do some measures to avoid the sudden spike of this influenza virus.
So I think some people are watching our session, and our doctor here is assuring us that we should not panic, that everything is under control.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that is not a recording.
Any other question from the members of the council? Yes, Councilor Nathan Serio?
Naugma ko na madangog ang assurance ni Dr. Amorato na kita maghandal sa bagay na ini. Ang hapot ko ng tabi, bako man akong doktor, paano ini nagkakalat? Nagnalangka ba ako dang tinataramaan? Ano ni, kung igwa kang kaibanan sa pamilya, i-isolate mo. O kung anong ang dapat suway ang kinakakanan niya, paano nila kaulakit nakahawa sa iba?
Can Councilor Amorando answer the question? Or
Yes.
Councilor Dr. Boots Borja? Who will answer the question of Councilor Nathan Serio? Okay, Councilor Borja.
Yes, Councilor Nathan, ILI is influenza usually spread to viral infection. So we have to face the proper way of prevention and control. Today we can use face mask. Face mask. Kapag tinamaan ka na po kayan, ang tendency mo magparapang ulakit ka naman.
Are you proposing that we should wear face masks?
No, no, sir. Because, example na po, the other side, sa other room, sa Sangguniang, ubus-ubus po sila naman na nagkaigwa ng ILI.
Yeah, I believe, I heard that news, that the entire secretariat of the Sangguniang Panlungsod succumbed to flu-like symptoms.
Yes, that's true, Mr. Chair. So, let us be hanin to prevent the spread. Because the problem po here is, aside sa flu, ang complication po, especially in children, lalo na pag may colds and cough, may complication, pwede magligpo yan sa pneumonia, and that's a big problem. So, isa-suggest na po na kung pwede, especially if you go to crowded places, churches, to wear face masks.
But the DOH, the head of the DOH himself stated that we should not wear face masks. So in effect, you are contradicting the pronouncement of the head of the Department of Health.
I'm not contradicting Mr. Chair, but if you want to prevent for any for the spread, especially for you to be not be infected with the ILI, I suggest, that's only for my, I suggest that we wear face masks.
So that is just your personal
Yes.
suggestion
Yes,
that in order to prevent the spread of flu-like symptoms, we should wear face masks
Possible, yes. And
Okay.
isolation.
and isolate ourselves.
No, if you have flu or ILI, It's better
You
to
are
do it.
telling us that if
It's
we
better
already
present.
have the symptoms.
Precisely.
Okay. Okay. Councilor Aris Macaraig.
Thank you. I'm not a doctor of medicine, but we are lucky we have doctors of medicine on board. Just to clarify, it's better to wear face mask if you are the one sick. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, Councilor Borja.
Yes, Councilor Aris.
So it clarifies the suggestion of Councilor Dr. Butchor suggesting the wearing of face mask, Mr. Chair. Si May Hilang, siya po mag-face mask, number 1. Si Mayo man pong Hilang, it's not mandatory, but it's better to caution. That's a side of caution. My second question, Mr. Chair, is that is this airborne?
Councilor Borja, please answer.
Yes, Councilor Aris, this is airborne.
That's why the wearing of face mask is will help in the containing of the flu. Is that correct, sir?
Mr. Chair, and another, due to the change of weather, it's becoming a little bit colder today. Expect that we will be experiencing a rising of price of ILI. It is usually,
So it's airborne,
yes, sir.
as stated by Councilor Aris.
Yes, sir.
So it's clear enough that you are, as a doctor, advising us to use face mask if we have the symptoms of the flu-like.
Yes, especially if you have colds and cough. So we are trying to prevent the spread. We can use face mask.
Okay. Any other question? Yes, Councilor Peñaflor, and then later on, Councilor Jokno.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Doc, I just want to ask question for this. What about, do we have sufficient supply of medicines for our patients affected this influenza? Because you have said a while ago that we should not panic, di kita mag-adit. So, kung di kita mag-adit, dapat suporta daw kita ni bulong ta para po makatao kita sa mga pasyente ta.
What was the question?
Do we have sufficient supply of medicine for this affected patients
Supply of
for influenza?
medicine.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Dr. Amoranto.
Actually, we don't have medicines for influenza. We have just to prevent it because it is a viral disease. It is acquired by airborne, and then there are millions, maybe billions of strains in that viral disease, that the influenza. The reason why every year we inject vaccination to get the flu vaccine.
Particularly for senior citizens.
For senior citizen and mga aki. Because they are the most vulnerable one.
Okay. So, is that okay with you, Councilor Maria Corazon Peñaflor?
Sir, in my barangay, dakulong pa kung namimit na may mga may mga arog kanipong trangkaso. As in, may pong sufficient pong ning vaccination sa barangay mi. So, paano po yan maka-prevent? And kung pwede po sana magano na po ang sa tuya po ang City Health po na makasupply po sa mga barangay tangani po. Kumbaga yan po ang solusyon, siyempre po makabawas-bawas na po.
Dr. Amoranto, please.
Actually, we are kumbaga nagpapaano kami ng pondo para dyan regarding the medicines for the vaccination. Actually, last year, we have at least 2,000 vaccines that was given to us by DOH. But unfortunately, this year, dahil kita pigtauanan. So, ano kami, siguro makuha kami ng pondo coming from the PhilHealth. But,
Were you able to use the vaccines given to the CHO
yes,
last
Your
year?
Honor. Last year,
Or
yes.
they just expired?
Ang iba po, ang iba kaya po, ang ibang mga seniors, di man nagpabarakuna sa mo, even though nag-announce kami kay ito. So, si iba, pigamit nila lang sa mga health workers. Kasi yung mga health workers kasi mas vulnerable sila sa araw kaya nahilang ta madali silang maulakitan ta nag-aatubang sila sa pasyente.
So the question of Councilor Maria Corazon Peñaflor was about the supply
Yes,
of
Your Honor.
medicine.
Yes,
So at this stage, you are saying that we don't have the actual supply.
No, Your Honor. Mayo kita po talagang bakuna mo niya na.
So we will just let the people experiencing these flu-like symptoms die?
Actually, Your Honor, ang pinakaano kaya dyan is, according to Dr. Borangani, dapat mag-ingat lang kita. Not because na magamit ka talaga ng mask, kung igwa ka talagang hilang, pwede ka maggamit mask, but you are not obliged to wear it.
I agree with the contention of Councilor Peñaflor that we should have the necessary supply of medicine and vaccines to counter the effects of
the
such
most
illnesses.
important thing is the vaccine to be given to the citizens of Naga. But yun na nga, we lack the resources on buying the vaccine.
When do you expect to get such vaccines?
I have already gave the list and the amount of vaccine. Siguro we start with 500 vaccines for a while, and then depende po kaya sa pondo mi kung goranwa abuton si bakuna. Kasi
have you vaccinated the senior citizens?
Not for this year,
here?
not yet. Mga binakunahan mi lang itong mga hali sa luwas, nagbarakal ng bakuna, and then nagyaran sa mo, nagpapabakuna.
The influenza vaccine has a time frame of how many years?
1 year.
Just 1 year?
1 year.
Oh.
That's why it's given yearly.
Any other question? Councilor Jude.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I was about to ask the good Dr. Amoranto on another case. How about, Doc, how about dengue? Is it also under control?
Yeah, the dengue, with the help of our Honorable Kagawad Makaraig, we work hand in hand on doing the fogging. Kasi since our office, naraot na itong samuyang defogger may. So with the help of our Honorable Makaraig, siya ang nag-aano ka mga defogging sa
So, Doc, for now, wala tayong dapat worry sa dengue, no?
No, Your Honor.
That's all, Mr. Chair.
When you say dengue is under control, what do you mean? We don't have any dengue case here in Naga City?
Padikit-dikit man lang po, Your Honor, ang dengue.
What do you mean, padikit-dikit? 1,000?
Not actually itong sinasabi tayo may
500?
outbreak na gulpihon talaga, kundi may mga nako-confine for dengue pero it is manageable. Dahil man nag-aabot duman sa punto na nagiging siyang hemorrhagic fever.
So again, you are saying that we should not panic.
Yes, Your Honor. Kasi dengue is self-limiting disease na nawawara man sana. Kumbaga, dapat ang tao makusog lang ang resistensya. And hydration lang ginigibo mi dyan sa mga dengue patient.
I think Councilor Nathan Serio has a question.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ang sabi sa to ni Dr. Amoranto, And kada taon kay pa magpabakuna ang mga senior citizens sa mga aki na prone digdi sa influenza. At 1 year sa napalan ang effectivity kang bakuna. Now my question, Mr. Chair, is for 2026, may proposal ba sinda duman manood sa pagbakaling bakuna sa
Yes,
influenza?
Dr. Amoranto.
We have always a proposal on meds regarding vaccines and other hypertensive drugs, anti-TB. Depende po yan sa budget office kung nagagrant ang samuyang budget regarding that.
Follow-up question, Councilor Nathan.
Lingta ang importansya kaining dapat maprotekta ang mga senior citizens sa mga kakian laban digdi sa influensyang ini na recurring every year may nangyayari. Sabi nga ni ko niya normal ini. Sabi kang Department of Health, siguro kita mga members kang Sangguniang ma-deliberate kita siguro in few weeks maulay na kitang budget for 2026. Siguro doon igwang bastanting pondo ang City Health Office for this purpose.
Okay. Thank you, Councilor Nathan. And Councilor Aris.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Just clarification. May nagkana po ba sa influenza?
Will somebody fix the sound system?
My question, Mr. Chair, is may nagadana po ba sa influenza?
Actually,
yes, Councilor Amoranto.
may census na may
Dr. Amoranto, not Councilor Amoranto.
Actually, may nagagadan sa influenza virus if it develops into a bacterial infection such as pneumonia. So, ang ano dyan, dahil kita mag-abot duman sa punto na mag-abot dyan sa pneumonia.
Yes, Mr. Chair, as per our data, may nag-abot ba dyan? May nagkana po ba dahil sa bacterial infection based from influenza?
Actually, pneumonia, nabubulong yan. Pero pag nag-abot into a severe stage, dyan
Dr. Amoranto, the question of Councilor Aris is, do you have any data showing the number of people who died because of flu-like symptoms?
Because of flu developing into bacteria in Naga City po. May nagadana po ba?
Actually,
do you have some data?
Maybe the hospital can answer that. Dr.
The
Sanchez
City Health Office does not have any data on that?
given a census regarding that.
Okay, we have here Dr. Sanchez of the Naga City General Hospital. I think he can provide the necessary data.
Good morning, Presiding Officer, Councilor.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, as to the statistics of the hospital, I have my código. As of September, we have 23 cases of dengue and 33 pneumonia.
23
October,
cases of
yes,
dengue.
23 dengue and 33 of pneumonia. And this October, we have 2 dengue and 38 pneumonia. And currently, we have 2 patients admitted for dengue and 16 pneumonia. So what is happening, we don't have mortality of pneumonia and dengue since the spike of these cases.
So nobody died?
Yes. Ang tumataas sa amin is pneumonia.
But were these patients from Naga City?
They are from Naga City and outside Naga. Because we admit even outside Naga.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm. So this is the statistics of our hospital with regards to pneumonia and dengue. So what is increasing is the pneumonia. Actually, we already to the maximum. We have only 30 bed capacity, but we double our admission. So 70 in a day.
So as of now, how many pneumonia cases do we have?
As of now is 16.
16.
Today. Our bed capacity for medical ward is only 12, 15, but we have 16 plus other cases, so more than 30 bed patient in medical ward.
So how do you accommodate the extra cases?
The 30 bed capacity is approved by the DOH, but we can admit as much as 60, but what is now being affected is the budget for food and the manpower, the ratio of nurse-patient ratio.
So it's pneumonia now, not
Pneumonia,
just
yes.
flu-like symptoms.
Yes.
A follow-up question, Councilor Aris?
Good morning, Ninong. So your data, Doctor, is based from NCGH alone or the whole of Naga City?
Based on the admitted patient in the hospital, whether outside or within Naga City.
I mean, is that in the NCGH? The data is only limited from the NCGH data or the whole?
Naga City only. NCGH only.
So are we safe to assume that there is more, of course, because there are a lot of hospitals here. Of course, they are admitting also similar cases.
Yes, because all the hospital in Naga are fully booked with patients. So sometimes they are already admitted in hospital. The low-risk cases of pneumonia is being transferred from BMC to our hospital.
Okay.
So it is my understanding, Mr. Chair, that the current data given by the NCGH through Dr. Sanchez is only limited to the data of NCGH. Therefore, there are also data of similar cases in BMC and private hospitals, which would mean that there are more cases in Naga City than what is stated by Dr. Sanchez.
I agree with you. There seems to be a resurgence of cases of pneumonia. Dr. Sanchez.
Yes, sir. Last month we have spike cases of dengue, but it was going down, but it is become the pneumonia that is spiking.
That is quite terrifying because pneumonia is a very tough disease. Councilor Mendoza.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The statement of Dr. Amoranto a while ago is that those with flu-like symptoms need not wear masks. They may or they may not. Considering that this disease is airborne, can be transmitted through the air, even without physical contact, wouldn't it be prudent that our health officials recommend that those showing these symptoms be required to wear masks?
Any answer?
I
Dr.
recommend
Sanchez?
to wear mask yung may sakit. Balikta din po yung puti ang nakalabas, hindi yung blue, para it is identified na may flu may sakit siya. And then those immunocompromised patients without flu-like syndrome should wear mask because they are vulnerable to disease. Pero I don't recommend with normal, with no disease, to wear mask. But it's their option to wear mask.
So you are saying that those with the symptoms should wear mask?
Yes, sir.
Just like what Dr. Boots Borja said a while ago. Yes, Councilor Jepson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Siguro, i-manifest ko lang ni Mr. Chair, just a correction, I think. I may not be a doctor yet, but I'm a medical technologist by profession. Influenza virus is mainly transmitted by droplet transmission, Mr. Chair. And droplet transmission means that ang point of entry kay ni sa hawak ang tao na na-infect ini kapag si mga small viral particles na nasa sarong liquid ay nakakalaog sa either sa eyes, sa nose, and sa mouth. So if someone within 1 to 3 meters naghatching or nagtataram or kung baga may nagluwas sa iyo na viral particles, it will be a cause for the droplet transmission. Also, an indirect type of transmission, Mr. Chair, kapag sa mga contaminated objects or fomites, pwede din yan, Mr. Chair, maging occasional cause of the transmission of the influenza virus. So, Mr. Chair, correct ko lang, it's not airborne, Mr. Chair. We can also look for we can
It's
also
not airborne.
It's not airborne, Mr. Chair. We can
The
also
flu-like symptoms?
Yes, Mr. Chair. We can fact check this with WHO and CDC guidelines on the mode of transmission of influenza virus.
Councilor Jefferson Felix is a medical technologist. Can you react to his pronouncement, Dr. Amorando? Not Amorando, Dr. Sanchez.
What I understand that he claims that it's not an airborne.
It's not an airborne disease, okay? So that was the reason why Dr. Herbosa said that people don't have to use face mask.
I believe it's still an airborne disease because it's from the respiratory. It comes from the respiratory. When you sneeze, there's a droplets. Once you inhale that, it can lodge to your nose and it reproduces. It multiplies. But I think don't have to worry about influenza because it's a viral infection. It's a self-limiting disease. What we have to prevent or to make strong is the prevention. Vaccination, good health, sleep well, hydration, and those are the things that we have to have, not medication, because it does not need antibiotics, because it is a viral infection, it is a self-limiting disease. And also what we have to prevent is to develop a secondary infection or like pneumonia and other diseases. But pneumonia per se is viral, is a self-limiting, and it's just an ordinary sipon.
Pneumonia.
Pneumonia, flu, not pneumonia.
The flu-like
Pneumonia is a
symptoms.
complications or progressions of a flu.
So in other words, we have to make sure that this should not escalate into another level, the pneumonia.
It might escalate in pneumonia if you're not going to do something about your flu, especially if it's immunocompromised.
Okay. Any other question, Councilor Mendoza?
It is true, Mr. Chair, that it is carried through droplets, but those droplets are airborne. Just to conclude the deliberation, Mr. Chair, can we request our City Health Officer to issue a definitive protocol as to the wearing of masks and submit the same to the Sangguniang?
Okay, please. Dr. Amoranto. Councilor Mendoza here is requesting that the City Health Office should issue a sort of a memorandum.
A definitive protocol stating as to who should wear, who may wear, and who did not wear.
Okay. A reaction from Dr. Amoranto.
Actually, kumbaga kung ako if I'll be asked regarding that, I will not advise of wearing a face mask. The one that Dr. Sanchez said na si gusto yung mag-wear, and then si mga may simptomas, according to Dr. Bora, yun mag-wear ng mask. Pero actually, the normal individual, they man kay puan. But that is according to the DOH, by
But I believe
Dr.
you can come up with that protocol being mentioned by Councilor Mendoza, you can use the social media at least to inform the people about what to do.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Will that be okay, Dr. Amoranto?
We'll do that.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
Dr. Amoranto himself has said that those showing the symptoms should wear, but others are not mandated.
Okay, thank you. So, we thank Dr. Amoranto and Dr. Sanchez. The rules are now in force. Next item, please.
The proposed resolution favorably supporting Senate Bill number 121, or an act establishing the Classroom Acceleration Program, which seeks to address classroom shortages and improve learning facilities in public schools nationwide, authored by Honorable Senator Paulo Benigno Bam A. Aquino IV.
We wish to get the position of the Chairman of the Committee on Education. Councilor Nathan Serio, please.
Ini Senador Bam, and kita nga ni mismo digdi sa Naga, dakol man kitang shortage sa classroom na yung pagkisibutan ni Alcalde Lenny sa paghanap.
Yes, according to Mayor Lenny Robredo yesterday, we still have a shortage of 168 classrooms.
Yes, Naga alone. And dako lang tabang ining kuha na ini kung ang national government maghiro and igwa kitang senador na iyo man ang kaisipan. So I would that we pass this proposed resolution favorably supporting Senate Bill
Joint and collective.
Joint and collective motion.
Okay. Next item, please.
The proposed resolution congratulating and commending the SK Federation of the City of Naga for being recognized as the outstanding Sangguniang Kabataan Federation of the Philippines.
Mr. Chairman.
Councilor Jefferson Felix. Ay, Councilor Valdemoro.
We will congratulate Councilor Jefferson.
Yeah, precisely. I congratulated him a while ago.
Yes, Mr. Chair, may I move, Mr. Chair, to pass a resolution on joint and collective motion, a resolution commending and congratulating Councilor Jefferson Felix and the SK Federation of Naga for winning the outstanding National SK Federation of the Philippines.
Joint and collective. Congratulations, Councilor Jepson and the entire SK Federation of the City of Naga, Bicol, not City of Naga, Cebu. Mr. Secretary.
Unfinished business, the letter dated October 23, 2025, of this representation, inviting in today's regular session certain department heads of office of the City Government of Naga, to apprise the Sangguniang on the status of the city's preparedness in case of strong earthquake and other calamities.
Again, we wish to acknowledge the presence of Raynor Rodriguez.
Move to suspend the rules.
The rules are suspended. Again, the other members of the Management Committee, Engineer Elmer Albo, Dr. Ronaldo Amoranto. Is Engineer Joel Martin here? Mr. Marvin Sagon, and Fire Chief Inspector Mark Alan Consuegra. Yes, Mr. Raynor Rodriguez.
Good morning po, Mr. Chair and the Honorable Body.
Yes, Councilor Nathan Serio.
Asking how prepared are we, is Naga City, in case a strong earthquake strikes the city. Kaya igwa kitang siring kani. Mura ano kita ka-preparar. Kaya inaimbitaran ta ang mga opisina, bako sa na ang City Disaster Risk Management Office ta. Ini po pagtarabangan, dakulaan trabaho. Kaya kadakol pang ibang inimbitaran na pinakiulayan ko si, although initially ang pinag-uulayan ta sa ng opisina, kundi sabi ko niya ako, dahil may paliwanag yan gabos kang City Disaster Risk Management Office, taigwa pang ibang may trabaho, obligasyon sa panahon ng kalamidad. Kaya pinaimbitaran ta pa sa iba. Pig-suggest ko po.
Thank you. We wish to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Rene Gumba of the Public Safety Office. So, that was the backgrounder given by Councilor Nathan Serio. How are we prepared for the big earthquake?
So, that's correct po. We are actually in collaboration with other agencies just like the BFP, PNP, and also with agencies or offices within the City Hall like PSO, ENRO, the CEO, and the like. Anyway, based on record since 2012, the City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office had been conducting drills until now, actually on a daily basis, because of what happened in Northern Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. There are lots of clamor or requests from the office to conduct earthquake drills. But with or without the request coming from the field, meaning to say the different stakeholders of our city, actually the CDRRMO together with the other agencies have been giving this drill so that we are hoping that if it happens again in our city, the things that they were taught, they were trained, or they came up with the drill will come into their mind so that they will be prepared as to the right actions they will be taking just in case it happens again to our city. Recently, through the effort of the Naga City General Hospital, the first ever night fire and earthquake drill was conducted, and fortunately it was also witnessed by the regional director of the BFP. It was given a grade of excellent, and these are the things that we will be continuing to do, so that one, we have to put in our minds, all the Nagueños, things that we are supposed to do just in case there is a tremor that happens. Second po, there is a technical working group. This is actually headed by the City Engineer's Office, wherein our City Mayor, Mayor Lenny, actually has tasked this group to conduct tests, especially of buildings that are 20 years or older, so that we can check the structure, the integrity of the building, and we can recommend retrofitting or repairs or improvement so that we can prevent untoward incidents that might happen because of tremor. One of the things, or one of the edifices that we are concentrating from our end is actually the market, because the market is one of those considered as to be not so stable with regards to structure and in relation to earthquake or tremor.
In the case of the public market, have you started the retrofitting activities?
Opo, even actually during the previous administration, if I'm not mistaken, we had 3 projects as to retrofitting of the public market, and now there is again a POW to augment those retrofitting that were done previously. And the thing is the TWG composed of especially of a specialist coming from the private sectors would like to have a fast assessment on how our market will be able to uphold tremor that might happen because of the things that are happening around the country po.
How about the Sangguniang Panlungsod?
Opo. Actually, all buildings of the city, and based on the update given to us by Engineer Mongoso, last week, they were able to have at least more than 20 structures already or buildings, but I haven't seen the recommendation yet for the our public market and the city hall. But definitely, Your Honor, they are included for those who will be, which will be tested or will be checked.
Councilor Aris Macaraig.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I was there during the meeting of the CDRRMO. Hello. The microphone is experiencing tremors, Mr. Chair.
I think that's the effect of a possible earthquake.
Yes, Mr. Chair. It sounds like this, Mr. Chair.
Trembling.
Okay. My question is, sir, have we asked the all public buildings for compliance to have fire extinguishers strategically in all their buildings? Because I inquired from the Sergeant at Arms, there's no fire extinguisher in these four corners. We don't want to be explaining like the DPWH burning a computer, causing the building to burn. Earthquake is imminent, but what is much more imminent is fire. So we want to comply with all the disaster preparation for earthquake, but we're not yet done with complying with all the requirements for fire. So what are our plans to have all government offices, including the CBD terminals, to have the required and sufficient fire extinguishers, sir?
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, I think it's a shame for us to admit in front of the presence of our BFP officials that we ourselves, the City Hall, have no fire extinguisher in our offices. So one of the basic plans based on CDRR plan is to require for us to follow the law. We have to acquire fire extinguishers that should be in place to all offices. Yes, I agree with Mr. Chair, with the Honorable Macaraig, that on top of the tremor actually is the fire which would result from the tremor because of electrical fault or wirings and all those things. So
even the City Hall does not comply with the required.
Unfortunately, yes, Your Honor.
My goodness.
We are not.
Mr. Chair.
Yes,
I am raising this concern so that since we are in budget season, Mr. Chair, we could already allocate the proper budget for this. And not only for city buildings, especially hospitals, but also barangay buildings, barangay halls. Even the Tanod outpost is not complete with that equipment which they should have. Maybe we could be more particular on this point, Mr. Chair. Thank you, sir.
Can we have a word from the Deputy City Fire Marshal?
Good morning po, Honorable Presiding Officer and the rest of the members
Good morning.
of the Council.
So, do you agree with the statement of Mr. Reynor Rodriguez that even the City Hall does not comply with the set requirements of the BFP?
Yes, Your Honor, I agree. We can say, we can set this hall as an example. I cannot see any fire extinguisher installed here. Please correct me. If baka ano.
Nong, can you show him the fire extinguisher? You don't. You
Your Honor,
really don't have the fire extinguisher here. Okay, please proceed.
Yes po. The fire code requires all buildings po, whether private or public build structures, to be compliant. So it includes the installation of fire extinguishers po. We can use fire extinguishers as our initial or first aid response in case of fire occurrence in that particular building po. So before the arrival of fire or any other responders po.
Okay, yes, Councilor Aris.
Can we can we ask from the good fire chief if they could assist us in determining, Mr. Chair, for the city hall, example, city hall, how many is required? Because I think they're the authority to say how many is required here in the hospital, in the barangay hall, so that we could be guided with the purchases, Mr. Chair.
Yes, we will be having the budget hearing in the coming days, and I believe it's a good thing for
Yes,
your
po.
office
I would
to
like to
help us determine the actual number of fire extinguishers.
Yes po,
and
we
other
will take this
materials
opportunity
needed.
po to inspect all government buildings here in the city. We started last week with our bus terminal. We will be issuing a notice to comply because they are lacking number of fire extinguishers there. Our fire safety inspectors already conducted the rotary inspection in that area. So please allow us to inspect all government buildings within the city. Medyo apprehensive lang kami because this is the city hall, and if you know what I mean, sir.
Kindly check the entire city hall.
Yes po.
Particularly the Sangguniang Panlungsod.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Aris Magaraig.
It's for the safety of everybody, and they be accompanied by the CRRM or representative so that they could be well accommodated in the inspection and that they can fully inspect, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez.
Yes po, we will accommodate, we will assist, and definitely we will help because that's for the good of the LGU. Also, I'd like to manifest based on the statement made by our Honorable Makaraig. I'd like to inform the body that we are on the process of finalizing things that we will acquire based on the savings that we have for CDRRMF. So one of the things that we're considering, because we were able to discuss this few weeks back, is actually the purchase of the needed number of fire extinguishers, so we don't have to wait for the budget to be used for 2026. The surplus now can be actually, if given go signal by the CDRRMF Council and the CDC, it will be endorsed to your body, and hopefully it will be approved so that we could purchase the needed number of fire extinguishers.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. I think Councilor Peñaflor has some questions.
Thank you, Mrs. Chair. Serenor, please also call the attention of the Kasorico to check some of the itong mga poste po, nagtuturong ba na po, baka po kaya madagos ang pang naglinog sa kapag nagbagyo pa.
Poste po.
Mga poste po nagtuturong ba na po na sa gilid kantinan po. Baka po pagduros magkaturong ba na pong padagos iyan.
Yes,
Yes,
po,
Mr.
this is
Rodriguez.
noted, Your Honor. We will work with the City Engineer's Office, at the same time coordinate with the Casoreco so that we can have the proper actions regarding the threat that are being experienced because of those posts that are not so stable anymore along different barangays.
May we invite the acting city engineer to give some updates? Are you still the acting or the full-fledged city engineer?
Acting po, sir.
Okay, acting city engineer Albo.
Araw lang po kayo ni sir. Ang ginigibo po ngunyang kang sa mga opisina. Ongoing po ang samuyang pigakandak na rapid visual screening po ka mga buildings. Hindi po sa Naga. Actually, priority mo po si mga building na permin pigdudumanan ka mga tao. Lalo na po ang simbahan, mga schools, mga malls, saka si mga public utilities po na arkong mga barangay, outpost, mga ano po. Public market po nga ni kabali na nailing mi na po. Nanotaran mi po na si mga majority po kang building, medyo mayo man pong kaming nanotaran na dakulang defects. Mga minor repairable lang po mga...
Majority of the buildings?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the city of Naga?
Yes po. Oo. Ang problema lang po...
And are you sure they can withstand a moderate earthquake?
Sailing mi po, pwede siyang withstand kang magnitude na below 6 magnitude. Sailing 6. Yeah, po.
And how about 7.5?
Medyo
delikado. May panguros na kayo.
Ang piriming isigurado po, ang base po sa building permit na application po, halos mga 30 mil po yan na building permit ming na-issue sa mga building. Baka siya mag-sustain kay itong, mag-withstand kang magnitude na 7. Pero sa iba po siguro baka magka-problema po kita. Pero sa iling naman po...
Question, Councilor Nathan?
Thank you. Maraming pinag-uulayan tan mga buildings. Nagirumduman ko sa sarong kontrobersyal na building sa Santa Cruz na ang mga tao naghadit ta medyo yating baga to. Ang permit so sa base sa permit na pigtao kang kuan certain floors lang pero sobra nang marayda si
what happened to that?
Ano tabi ito? Safe ito para sa mga nakaisar sa palibot. Pati ang mga barangay officials kang Santa Cruz nag-aadit. Kaya gusto nindang maulayan yan, digdingo niyan.
Sige po. May order na po sa ang DPWH po national na ipadagos na po da si pag-retrofit, ano po si foundation niya, pakarayo na, pagkatapos ipadagos po da si patrabaho duman sa 6 floors. And ipadagos pa po da si pag-apply kay itong amendatory permit para po duman sa remaining na pig-extend po nindang pig-extend na floors.
Who is the owner of that building?
Engineer, parehas po sila engineer, Miliete.
Engineer?
Yes, sir.
And sa DPWH.
Gay po, ang babae po nasa DPWH, ang lalaki nasa offshore engineering man po sa gas, ano po na, petrogas po garo naka-assign. Kaya ito pong recommendation po na ginibo ninda, garo makandak sindang pag-inject po ning duman po sa ano ninda.
Engineer Albo, you are telling us that the owner of that building in question is an engineer.
Yes, sir.
And despite the fact that he is an engineer, he still came up with an erroneous design of a building.
Base po kaya sa istorya niya po sa Muya, halawin niya naman po dahil naka-prepare po itong amendatory permit na panlingaw lang po da sinda. Sabi lang po ninda, garo dipinsama po ninda kung dahil sinda tolos nakakuha kang amendatory permit.
Follow-up question, Councilor Nathan.
Thank you. So may order pala ng DPWH sa Central Office.
Yes, sir.
Na i-process na nindo si panibagong application para amendaran so dati nindang pighagad na building
yes, sir.
permit. And kabakanayon kayan magkaigwaning retrofitting.
Iyo po.
Kaso arin tabi nagsurat ang DPWH.
Na-receive mo po mga May something May.
June. Medyo haralawig na. Ano ang naging papel ng ngunyan kang engineering office pig-monitor ba nindo ito kung pig-utob niya itong retrofitting na naghalit ang nakapalibot na mga nakaregister duman?
Araw po kayong ginebo mi, pagka-receive mo po kayo itong order sa Muya, nagsig po kaming guidance sa City Ligan kung ano po ang gigibong kang sa mga opisina. Sangguniang po.
So what did the city legal officer tell you?
Ang basta lang si advice po sa Muya, makaulay si owner. Si owner po nga ni, day pa man nag-start kan sa indang activity po luman. Ma-proceed po da sinda by November 10.
The DPWH issued the order on last May.
Yes, sir. Oh.
And up to now, the owner is not complying with the
Order.
directions of the National Office of the DPWH.
Ang sabi po sa kuya kang may sadiri na nag-appear po sa mga office dahil sabi ni Attorney Angel na kung pwede kaulayon si owner po kang building. Kaya nagsabi po sa Muya na ma-proceed po na sila by November 10, 12 mga araw po kayo.
November 10, 2026?
25 po.
2025.
Pag abot po na kang mister niya nasa sa labas po kang Pilipinas.
Follow-up question, Councilor Nathan?
Iyo. What if may mangyari bago kang pitsang iyan na binisita kita kan makangirhat na linog, tapos nag-collapse ito, tapos may naliskwido ang mga neighbors duman, sisay maninimbag?
I think that's really the question.
Araw po kayo, sir. Pa-evaluate mo po yan, nag-commission po kami yung structural engineer, si Engineer Aldecoa po. Sa party po kang siyudad, si Engineer Aldecoa pigpa-assess mo po si building. Required man po yan, magkuha kaming third party. Base po sa iyang evaluation, si factor of safety man lang po ang question niya doon. Nagluwas na, nagbaba po from 3, naging 1.8 na lang po si result po kang factor of safety.
Meaning?
Meaning, kung susumadahon po ang safe pa ang building. Pero si recommendation po ni Engineer Aldecoa, kung pwede po ibalik duman sa factor of safety 3 na ginamit kay itong original na designer. Siring man po si Pigagadan mi man po giraray si third party commission man po kang owner, Engineer Insila po. Si resulta mo po, halos harani man po duman sa resulta ni Engineer Aldecoa. Ibang software man po ang ginamit. Nagbaba lang siyang 1.6 man po sa iya.
Okay, any other question? Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Itong original na building permit na pigtaw duman sa building is good for how many floors?
6 floors po.
Ngunyan, pirana?
Almost 13.
So, lampas doble.
Iya po.
Ang habot, nakakausining amended building permit bago nagpo na dagdagan si anong na floors?
Day pa po, day pa.
So, sakot ngunyan, mayong amended building permit?
May application na po siya, pig-evaluate mo na. Igwa na po kaming mga evaluation po naman, si mga deficiency po naman sa mandatory niya. For compliance na po.
May penalty pag mag-construct na mayong building permit?
May penalty po yan.
Na-impose sa inda?
Iyo po, oo. Iyo man po ang pigsabi kang DPWH Central na sigabos na penalty impose.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Any other question? Councilor Aris. Let's give Councilor Aris the chance.
Painot niyang PWD.
Okay, Councilor Nathan.
Mr. Chair, siguro on that matter, itong sa building na ito, siguraduhin ta lang na dahil kita maakusan ng negligence na nagpabaya ang gobyerno lokal, ang barangay sa bagay na ini. Na ginigibutang kabus para prohibit maputihir sa mga naka-star duman sa safe sinda. Obligasyon niyan kang gobyerno, Mr. Chair.
Iyo po si plano mi man bago mag-proceed makaulay mi si mga nagrereklamo po duman sa palibot. Duman po sa barangay, dapat i-discuss siguro kang owner kung ano po ang procedure na pag-conduct nindang inapo na retrofitting. ipiling po sa INDA kung paano po. Kung may demo silang dadarawon, para mailing po kung anong may ma-obserbaran kang mga tao po doon.
I do agree with Councilor Nathan Serio that you should do everything
Yes,
to
sir.
ensure that people won't be hurt or won't be put in some compromising situations there because of that particular building.
Kaya nga ni po baga nag-guidance kaming guidance sa City Legal kung ano na po ang next move ni na day madamay po ang City Government of Naga.
Yes, Councilor Nathan, follow up.
Araw po kayong sinapag-orlayan may pagpasyar po kami sa diri sa opisina na kung pwede ipiling ta kung anong mga gigibuhon ta duman sa imong building.
Okay, yes, Councilor Aris.
Relevant with the earthquake talks, Mr. Chair, haloy ko na po ng hinahagad sa City Engineering Office about the status of all the bridges in Naga City. A written report, data arm kung ano ang mga gabat na kaya ng darahon. Lately, we are imposing truck ban. And there was also the LTO imposing the weight limit with the DPWH. Now, pag nagaba po ang mga tulay-tulay ta dyan, with your thinking, Mr. Chair, about a moderate earthquake, it would cost us too much, the people too much. So, to avert this, maaraman ta po ang status kang sa tuway mga tulay. Garaba na po halos. Pero I am not a technical expert on that. We need the report from the CEO, which bridges are already in poor condition, so that we can pass the necessary ordinance prohibiting the further destruction of that bridge. But up to now, I have not received any report. Only a listing from the DPWH, the usual listing that they were submitting years and years ago.
Engineer Albo, can you respond to the query of
Nagagad po
Councilor
kaming
Aris?
listing po kang mga bridges na pig-construct po kang DPWH. Unfortunately po, 4 lang po ang pigtaw sa Muya. Kaya nga ni si ibang mga tulay po duman, dahil may easy kung sisi talaga nagpatrabaho.
But can you assess the standing of these particular bridges?
Igwa na po kaming na-assess, kaya nga ni po baga kita na sinag-budget po kaya for retrofitting, araw po kang Colgante Bridge, sa kaini pong Balatas, Kararayan Road.
I understand that Councilor Aris has been waiting for your report, the comprehensive report of the status of the bridges in the city of Naga.
4 lang po, sir, ang naitaumi sa iyang bridge na iyo po ang pigtaw sa mo ikang DPWH na record po ninda.
But you can check the other bridges here.
Yes, sir. Oo.
So why haven't you submitted the report to Councilor Aris?
May pigdumana na po kami. Medyo na-miss out mi lang po ang reporting sa iya. Pero duwa lang po ang nanutaran mi lang pong may problema. Colgante and Balatas, Kararayan Road.
Mr. Chair, there is this Langon Road which was damaged by Christine. Dahil lang po risa tulay ito. You know this, Engineer Albo. Itong pirmi bagang nakasarado po duman sa Langon, Kararayan. Tulay po ito kung totoo. So technically it's a bridge. Duwang dakulang culvert lang sa Irarom. I don't know if that's even included in the AIP for next year. But we need the inventory, Mr. Chair. I'm not I'm not going after anything. We just need to be informed about the status of all the bridges because so that we could make the necessary ordinance for this.
Yes, I do hope, Engineer Albo, you can come up with a comprehensive report.
Yes, sir. Oo. Ang Langon
as soon as possible.
Yes, sir. Oo.
Yes, Councilor Nathan.
Sige po, noted po.
Iyan naglilink kang City Hall, seat of government, sa mga tao, sa mga barangay across Naga River and Bicol River and saka itong mga creeks pa dyan sa Inutan. Kaya pag na-cut off yan, masakitan kita kang mga responses. Kung may mga dapat makuatulos duman mga biktima kung ano, daraon sa hospital, may problema kitang dakula. Pati sa mga pagkakan. Kaya importante ang mga bridges. Kaya Engineer Tabi,
Sige po.
taan
I-follow po girare sa DPWH, si mga inventory po ka mga
Councilor
bridges.
Baldimoro.
Siguro po, tawantan na lang timeline si Engineer Albo to submit to us the list of requested bridges. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Can you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
I was at the office of the city engineer with Engineer Aldicoa.
Yes, sir.
And we discussed about the state of the Colgante and Balatas Cararayan Bridge. Talagang may need na i-retrofit. Si recommendation, actually, let's call it a recommendation, sabi ko duman sa meeting, na baka pwede nang bugtakaning signage as to the maximum load na pwedeng i-accommodate ka mga tulay. Pero garo may patabi engineer, baka pwede tanalagan. Para kung may mangyari, at least may ginibo ng action ang city for warning itong maaragi na hanggang lang ang load.
Igwalan po kita doon pig limit si nagaagi po duman sa bridge.
May signage na.
Si signage lang po mayo.
Dapat may signage
Oo.
na.
Colgante lang sa may signage, si ano lang mayo ang ano.
So you can put up signages in other areas
Yes, sir.
aside from Colgante.
Dapat
Engineer Albo.
Dapat
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
dapat siguro yung signage duman sa point na may opportunity pa si vehicle na magsiko duman sa ibang alternative route. Baka ulan duman sa may tulay mismo.
Sige po.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Albo. Can we get some updates from the head of the Public Safety Office, Mr. Rene Gumba?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Actually, we are here in full support of the CDRRMO as they are the lead organization in the preparedness measures of the city. But just a very brief comment about the bridge in Balatas, Cararayan, Mr. Chair. As early as 2017, there is already a Sangguniang Panlungsod ordinance prohibiting the passage of trucks in the area. In fact, violators are being charged 5,000 pesos for violations. Unfortunately, Mr. Chair, when we have been implementing that, we were informed that it's because of the impending repair. But it's been 8 years already, and no repair has been undertaken in the area. And recently, our attention has been called to reinforce again the truck prohibition in the said bridge. We just hope, Mr. Chair, that repairs will be upcoming so that we will not be penalizing also too much our vehicles. And that would include the city government vehicles such as the garbage trucks and others that are passing through the area.
Any question from the members of the council and from the senior citizens? Yes, Councilor Nathan Serio.
So ko lang sundan suggestion ni Consul Elmer na igwang ang term niya timeline, ang sa kuya deadline. Pero parehong gusto ming sabihin. Perhaps we can give the engineering office 2 weeks kaya yung tapuson magsumite ning report ta may urgency ini, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Ang preparasyon dahil pwedeng pagpara haluyon. Dahil tabaga na kung narin yan, bigla na lang nangyari ining...
So you are suggesting that each of the
No.
entities will have to submit a report?
Siguro particular itong sa bridges.
Yes, particularly the City Engineer's Office and even the CD
Iba-iba man kayang mga action na derivatibo.
RMO. Okay?
And if I may continue, Mr. Chair.
Yes, please.
Ining linog, nangaki ni iba pang trahedya. So bago, na-mention na itong kasulo. Igwa ng malinaw na pwedeng mga gibuhon duman. Pero, ang sarap pang kunyang kay ni, tsunami. Pero di man pwedeng tsunami, tama, mamangkita digding dagat. Ang saro pa, itong pigaapod na liquefaction. Naglulumoy ang daga, na kunyan si tubig.
Liquefaction.
Liquefaction. Diyan po ako interesado. Mahapot ako sa CDRMO, pati siguro sa public safety na padagos. Igwa ba kita digding mga lugar sa Naga na prone for liquefaction kung sakaling may mangyaring dakulang o kaya makusog na linog?
I think the city engineer's office can answer that question.
Ang CDRMO, garo igwa sindang hazard map kang Naga. Di ko aram kung aware ang bagotang pamayo kang si Mr. Rodriguez.
Raynor, can you answer the question of Councilor Nathan Serio?
Opo, yes, Your Honor. There are several po. Ang pinaka-common po is sa Upper Barangay. Actually, yesterday, with I think the office of Enro, visited one place along the Panikwason area because of probable liquefaction. So, in our hazard map, actually several of our areas from Panikwason, Carolina, going down, there are areas identified which might be susceptible to what we call liquefaction because of the nature of the land mass that we have, at the same time the geographical location of our city itself.
Okay, thank you. Again, Councilor Serio.
Based on my little research, Mr. Chair, ang sabi digdi, about 11% of city's land area is exposed to liquefaction. 11%. Concentrated on the western low-lying side of the city, near Bicol River and Naga Rivers. May mga barangay na pagsasabi, pero ini, ang basihan, pag-enumerate digdi, ang basihan itong Disaster Risk Reduction Management Plan 2023-2028 na ang plan kang Nagaya. So, igwa kitang 11%, kundi siguro, bako sa nakita ang nakakaaram ka ini, kundi si mga partikular na barangay, tapos sa mga barangay na ito, may mga eskwelahan. Ano ang mga gigibuhon kan mga aki kung panahon na sakaling may mangyaring biglaan na linog na makusog? Sa insida dapat magtiripon. Si siya yung in charge na magbirilang kung tama pa ang numero kang yaon duman sa tiripon na ito. Si siya. Tapos sa ibang lugar, araw kayo po ang ginigibo. Ano, nag-abot na kita sa level na yan na igwang sa plano, igwang arugyan sa ground level. Kasi mga communities na
Mr. Raynor Rodriguez.
Taraida na harong, saan man ka mo madurulag?
Opo. We have what we call the earthquake exit plan. Actually, it was reviewed and re-identified again during our meeting with the BDRRM Council. These are composed of actually barangay captains, the CDRRM Kagawad in charge, and we would like to include now the active participation of the youth sector. But during that meeting, actually, we were able to re-identify the safe places where students or employees, if the barangay has offices or establishments, where they have to go just in case there is an earthquake. And among the 27 barangays, the most challenging actually are the barangays that are actually in the city CBD1, because one of the principles that we follow, for example, PNB, yung PNB building po, the safe place where you can be out of sight from the building itself should be 1.5. Ang height po, for example, 10 meters, dapat 15 meters yung pinakamalayong pupuntahan mo or pinakamalapit dun sa building, so that you will be safe just in case the building collapses. So the problem with the CBD1, very populated po ang lugar. At the same time, lots of buildings, old buildings. Thus, the place that we have identified is actually yung Plaza Quezon, supposedly, which is unfortunately under repair right now. So, pero po, yung areas, just like dito sa City Hall po, yung area dyan sa may, yung pong previous po bagang cable, still a cable company now, based on assessment, that's the safest place that they can go. But for the schools po, normally, especially the elementary schools, the open field that they have, and because the tallest building is, if I'm not mistaken, 4th floor ang Kamhay po yata. So they have a safer place at the center of the school campus. For the barangay houses also, meaning ito pong mga offices ka mga barangay, they have identified yung middle of the road, except identifying a hazard which should be imposed by the presence of electric post. So all these things po were able to be identified by the barangay council. And now, if I'm not mistaken, we have 12 barangays already which came up with earthquake drill. And in that earthquake drill is an inclusion in the activity is the inclusion of identifying the safe place where they can transfer just in case there is an earthquake in that particular edifice.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. Councilor Mendoza, please.
This is about the two bridges, Mr. Chair. I believe their retrofitting is quite urgent for public safety purposes. In this connection, maybe the City Engineer's Office, because I was there when Engineer Coa and Engineer Albo were discussing about it. I asked Engineer Aldicoa, ang cost kang retrofitting, bako manggaya kula, dengan ni garuma 500,000. Assuming 1 million each, so that's around 2 million for the two bridges. I would recommend, Mr. Chair, that we ask the city engineer to prepare the corresponding program of work and to seek funding from the city engineers, from the city mayor's office for that. Maybe it can be charged against the local disaster risk reduction and management fund or any savings from the previous years.
Are you taking note, Engineer Albo? Okay. So can we have some updates from the ENRO?
Good morning
Mr.
po.
Marvin Sagun.
Hello po. Representative po. Alex San Jose po. Representative of Marvin Sagun po. I'm Alex
Where
San
is
Jose.
Marvin Sagun?
Nasa Mayor's Office po ata, Mr. Chair.
Okay, please proceed.
I-share ko lang po ang mga activities ng City Enro in relation po sa mga actions in order to avert mga untoward incidents pag may earthquake. Sangguniang po, continuous ang trimming and pruning operation, lalo na sa mga hazard trees, sa mga roadside trees na na-identify. Sangguniang more or less nasa 200 plus na trees ang na-trimta. Yan pong mga trees na yan, mga considered hazard trees kasi either may mga hilang po yan or may damage na pwedeng sa dikit na duros or shake ang ground, matumba siya. So para maiwasan tayo yan, tinitrim tayo yan para ang weight kang si canopy niya mabawasan. Also, si mga talagang need ng i-clear, naghahagad po kitang assistance sa DNR para matawan niya ng permit para mahalita na po yan. So, sangguniang po, dako lang tabang ang may Naga app kasi mga residents kang Naga na ang mismong nagsasabi sa office kung arin ang mga potential na kahoy na pwede magtaong peligro sa buhay sa property. So, sangguniang po, yan po ang dire-diretsong ginigibukang City Enro through the Special Concern Team.
Questions from the members of the council and from the senior citizens? Again, Councilor Nathan Serio.
Okay, magayon po na nagde-trimming na ang opisina kang City Enro, ang mga kahoy ta. Kuminsan matutumbang kahoy, matama duman sa mga wires kang kasureko, ining telecom, madadamay sa ibang mga poste trumbaman. Kaya importante ang ginigiribo nila na ugma ko kayan, Mr. Chair. Kundi, kadakol pa po kitang pwedeng ihapot sa preparasyon. Ano ang partisipasyon ng private sector digdi? Bako ining trabaho sa nakang taga-gobyerno? Ano ang magiging papel kan mga hospitals, private hospitals, kung sakaling ikunda ko ng trahedya? Dapat kabali man yan malinaw, paano ba nga ang trabaho? Anong mga kaso ang dapat ining particular na hospital na ang pwedeng dumandarahon? Anong man nagsidigdi, depende sa kakayahan nila. Saka, ano man ang papel kang kasureko? Ano man ang papel kang water district? Si mga telecom companies na mga importante sa panahon ng rimalaso sa responses, dapat may mga plano man silang contingencies nga rin makatabang sa tuya. And dahil halawig pa po ini, Mr. Chair, maubos na ang kunyanta. And pigkiblit na ko ni Consyal Aris, sabihan mo na nga si Chairman mag-declare ng recess. Bago kayan, Mr. Chair, seryoso na nan. I would request the Chairman of the Committee on, anong committee? Disaster?
Disaster.
Na
Risk.
padagos ining urulay na ini, with the infra committee, siguro jointly, tutukan ta ini, dipisil na pabayaan ta ini, tapos may mangyari, garo kita naging pabaya. Public safety, kabali. Tutulong committee siguro, si Chair, kung pwedeng ining bagay na ini, sa leadership kang chairman sa disaster, magpaapod nin committee hearings, padagos ini, si mga dapat ipapod, tangarig, igwa kitang mas marayrahay na plano kan sakaling igwang mangyaring limarasong dakula sa Naga.
Thank you, Councilor Nathan Serio. Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
Before the recess, may I move that we request the City Engineer's Office to prepare the programs of work for the Colgante Bridge and the Balatas-Cararayan Bridge in relation to the retrofitting, and to submit the same to the City Mayor's Office for funding purposes. So, Mr. Chair.
Second?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Move for recess.
Thank you. Thank you. Committee on Health.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilor Baldimoro.
before we proceed, Mr. Chair, may I seek, with the indulgence of the Chairman of the Committee on Rules, may I seek reconsideration to the order of business. There were matters submitted by the Office of the Mayor and requesting to consider under special business or order.
What is the reaction of the Chairman of the Committee on Rules, Councilor Rosales?
I submit to the decision of the body for the inclusions.
Okay, shall we include other items being requested by the City Mayor's office? Proceed.
Mr. Chair, first, the letter requesting for inclusion, passage of an ordinance appropriating the amount of 8.2 million out of the calendar year 2024 unappropriated surplus to augment the appropriation for Paskuhan. Next, Mr. Chair, also a request for a passage of a resolution authorizing the City Mayor to enter into, negotiate, and sign the Memorandum of Agreement with the DOH Center for Health Development Bicol relative to the utilization of MAIPIP allocation in the amount of 4 million pesos from Mamamayang Liberal Party List.
Okay.
And another, Mr. Chair, the request also for a passage of a resolution authorizing the City Mayor to enter into, negotiate, and sign the Memorandum of Agreement with the DOH Center for Health Development Bicol relative to the utilization of MAIPIP allocation with a total amount of 32 million pesos from the following: Uswag Ilonggo Party List, 10 million; Akbayan Party List, 2.5 million; Congressman Nelson Ligacion, 2 million; Senator Jinggoy Estrada, 10 million; Senator Joseph Victor Ejercito, 2 million; Senator Erwin Tulpo, 5 million; and Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo, 500,000. A total of 32,000, Mr. Chair.
32 million.
32 million, rather, Mr. Chair.
Those items will be included under SBO.
Special business or order, Mr. Chair. And also, Mr. Chair, may I add a proposed ordinance reverting to unappropriated balance the amount of 1,300,000 pesos from donation account of the Sangguniang Panlungsod and appropriating the same to ICE under the City Social Welfare and Development Office. Also
Okay.
under SBO.
Under SBO.
And lastly, Mr. Chair, if the body is amenable, the committee report of the Committee on Appropriation under unfinished business. Last item of the unfinished business.
That's not from the Mayor's office?
No, Mr. Chair, but
We will discuss that later on, next session.
it contains, Mr. Chair, the annual budget of two barangay who already...
Barangay what?
Barangay Lerma and Barangay San Francisco.
Ah, okay. Councilor Mendoza.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I also request inclusion under special business and order, and possibly prior to the discussion of the request of Councilor Elmer Baldimoro on the appropriation for 8.2 million. Before that item be considered, may I request that this one precede that item. Also for inclusion under SBO, the passage of a resolution approving an amendment in the annual investment program of the city for 2025, totaling 44 million and 60,000 pesos. Among the list is the 8.2 million requested for appropriation, Mr. Chair.
So all those items emanated from the office of the City Mayor?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Thank you.
Councilor Rosales.
Actually, Mr. Chairman, those items were on my table earlier. However, because the dates when they were submitted to the Sangguniang were beyond the cut-off, I already disregarded them for inclusion. But with the manifestation of the members to re-include it, I will yield to the decision of the body. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, I said earlier I will not object to the...
Yes, I believe the members of the council are amenable to the inclusion of those items under SBO.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Councilor Nathan?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I also request or move that we include under new business the letter of Dr. Magno of the City College of Naga, following up important concerns already submitted to the Sangguniang Panlungsod, 14 Sangguniang Panlungsod.
Letter
And
coming from
Dr. Magno.
Dr. Magno Conag
Yeah, po.
of the City College of Naga.
Naga. The letter is with the chairman of the committee.
That will be under the new business.
Yes, new business. Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, so we now proceed to the additional items.
The letter dated October 27, 2025, with the Honorable City Mayor requesting for an ordinance appropriating the amount of 8.2 million out of the 2024 unappropriated surplus for certain essential expenditure of the city government.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
before we approve an appropriation, may I request that we first deliberate on the requested amendment of the annual investment program for 2025.
Okay, so we will approve first the amendment of the AIP. Any comment? Motion? Councilor Mendoza.
May I move for the passage of a resolution approving the content of resolution number 2025-004 of the City Development Council approving amendments to the annual investment program for 2025. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter dated October 27 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for an ordinance appropriating the amount of 8.2 million out of the 2024 unappropriated surplus to cover certain essential expenditure of the city government.
Councilor Baliboro, the chairman of the Committee on Appropriations.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, we have already appropriation for Paskuhan. However, the City Mayor would like to augment the budget for Paskuhan amounting to 8.2 million. So may I move, Mr. Chair, for a passage of an ordinance appropriating the amount of 8.2 million out of the 2024 unappropriated surplus for the to augment the appropriation for Paskuhan.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter dated October 27, 2025, Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to enter into, negotiate, and sign the Memorandum of Agreement with DOH Center for Health Development, Bicol, on the utilization of the MAIF fifth allocation and amount of 4 million from Mamamayang Liberal Party List.
Again, motion? Dr. Butch Borja.
My health related.
I believe that is a donation coming from the ML party list.
Approved.
So,
I move for the passage of an resolution
authorizing
allowing the city mayor to undergo a memorandum of agreement with DOH 65 utilizing the MAEP allocation for the amount of
4 million. Any second?
Second.
Any objection?
32 million.
There being none, the motion is approved. Next item.
The letter dated October 27, 2025, Honorable City Mayor, requesting for authority to enter into, negotiate, and sign the memorandum of agreement with DOH Center for Health Development Bicol on the utilization of the MIP amounting to 32 million.
Councilor Baldimoro.
Mr. Chair, may I move for a passage of a resolution authorizing the City Mayor to enter into, negotiate, and sign the memorandum of agreement with the DOH Center for Health Development Bicol relative to the utilization of MAIPIP allocation with a total amount of 32 million pesos from the following: Uswag Ilonggo Party List, 10 million, Akbayan Party List, 2.5 million, Congressman Nelson Ligacion, 2 million, Senator Jingoy Estrada, 10 million, Senator Joseph Victor Ejercito, 2 million, Senator Erwin Tolpo, 5 million, and Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo, 500,000. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Okay, joint and collective.
On joint and collective.
Next item, please.
The proposed ordinance reverting to an appropriated balance the amount of 1.3 million from donation account of the Sangguniang and appropriating the same to AIX under the City Social Welfare and Development Office.
Again, Councilor Baldimoro.
Mr. Chair, may I move for passage of the proposed ordinance.
Any second?
Second. Joint collective.
Objection?
None.
There being none, the motion is approved. Next item, please.
The report of the Committee on Health and Nutrition.
Report of the Committee on Health.
And Nutrition.
The Committee on Health is headed by Councilor Dr. Boots Borja.
Mr. Chair, for the Committee of Health and Nutrition, may I request for acknowledgement of this report?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The committee hearing was held last October 8, 2025 at 3:10 p.m. There was a quorum then.
Okay, proceed.
May I directly proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Disposition considering the absence of Dr. Joseph Sanchez, Chief of Naga City Hospital. This matter is deferred. However, considering the urgency of this matter, the committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod for its appropriate action. The SP Secretariat is directed to invite Dr. Sanchez, Chief of Hospital, Naga City General Hospital, on October 14 for the regular session at the SPL to explain the details of the said request.
Where is Dr. Sanchez?
Hana.
So that's the disposition of the committee to direct Dr. Sanchez to explain.
Yes, sir. Last session that we had, so it was already settled, and Dr. Sanchez was able to answer the different questions during that session.
So in other words, this was already addressed
Yes.
by Dr. Sanchez.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
So move. Another session was done last
Councilor Baldimoro.
October 16.
Mr. Chair, for the disposition of the committee, could we defer temporarily this matter and to wait Dr. Joseph Sanchez, or if not, we will invite Dr. Sanchez in the next regular session.
Okay. So, Councilor Dr. Butch Borja, are you willing to invite Dr. Sanchez
I think
to attend
Mr.
the next regular
Yes, sir,
session?
Mr. Chair. But I think they called him. He's coming back. He was already here this morning.
So we will wait for Dr.
Please, yes, yes, sir.
Sanchez.
This
Okay.
will be
Next item.
And then number 2 is resolution number 2025-013 of the 2025 City Youth Sangguniang Panlungsod, intensifying representation of all programs and initiatives under Ordinance number 2021-028 to ensure the full institutionalization and strengthening of the mental health care services, awareness, campaign, and support system for all sectors. A vulnerable population, including youth sector within Naga City. May I go to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Considering the absence of the proponent from the City Youth Sangguniang Panlungsod, this matter was deferred.
Deferred.
345. Item number 3, 4, and 5. Number 3, letter dated September 23, 2025 by Jail Inspector Edita Kipte, Acting Warden, Bureau of Jail Management, Penology, Naga City District Jail Female Dormitory, requesting for an amendment of City Ordinance number 2024-096 or the Comprehensive Smoke-Free Ordinance of the City of Naga by adding to it its title and prohibition of electronic cigarette and vaping devices. We have almost the same disposition, Mr. Chair, for item 3, 4, and 5.
Yes, so we have 3 letters requesting the same
issues.
issue. Okay, proceed with the
So may I go directly to disposition? Mr. Chair?
disposition.
On motion of Honorable Gail Abonal, seconded by Honorable Casper Nathan Sergio, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to refer the matter to the City Legal Officer to explain to the BJMP whether their request for amendment of the title is valid, and considering that the existing ordinance already mentioned the electronic cigarette and vaping devices, although it is not in the title, and for them to submit the response within 5 days from receipt of notice.
So move.
So move.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That's so very part, Mr. Chair.
So we will be waiting for
Dr. Sanchez,
Dr. Sanchez. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Councilor Dr. Butch Borja. Next item.
The letter dated October 22, 2025 of the City Legal Officer submitting his evaluation on the proposed ordinance regulating the use of drones in the city and the recommended revised drone ordinance.
Reaction from the members of the council. Yes, Councilor Omar Buenafe.
Mr. Chair, this matter is still under deliberation by the Committee on Peace and Order. And I request that it be referred to that committee, Mr. Chair.
Okay, duly noted.
The letter dated October 21, 2025 of the City Treasurer submitting her comments and recommendations on the proposed ordinance regulating the use of drones in the City of Naga.
Mr. Chair.
Again?
The
Councilor
same,
Omar.
Mr. Chair. Thank you.
The report of the Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety.
The Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety, headed by Councilor Omar Buenafe.
Mr. Chair, may I request acknowledgement of the report of the Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The committee conducted its committee hearing on October 21, 2025, and there was a quorum for the business of the day. First is the proposed ordinance authored by Honorable Jill Rosales, an ordinance mandating the registration and vaccination of all canine and feline pets in Naga City, promulgating policies and measures to promote responsible pet ownership, the prevention and control of rabies, and providing penalties for violations thereof. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
After an extensive discussion, on motion of Honorable Jill Rosales, duly seconded by Honorable Mendoza, the committee resolved to return the proposed ordinance to its author for the necessary revisions incorporating the recommendations presented during the hearing. And I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The second item is the proposed ordinance authored by this representation regulating the use of drones and prohibiting the flying or deployment of any unregistered and unauthorized drones in areas declared as no-fly zones for safety and security considerations, providing penalties for violations and for other purposes. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
After an extensive discussion also, on motion of Honorable Melvin Ramon Buenafe, duly seconded by Honorable Mendoza, the committee resolved to return the proposed ordinance to its author for necessary revisions, incorporating the recommendations presented during the hearing. And I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends my report, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Omar Buenafe. Next item.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Alan Ray C. Macaraig and City Youth Councilor Juan Angelo Pacao, amending Section 20 of Ordinance Number 2024-108, adopting and or localizing the implementation of RA 11861 or the expanded Solo Parents Welfare Act.
Councilor Aris Macaraig.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. This is supposed to be for third reading, but I move for that this be deferred for resubmission for third reading since I received the word from the City Mayor's office, and we will consider some comments from the City Mayor's office.
So we will defer action on this particular ordinance.
Yes,
Proposed
Mr. Chair.
ordinance.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Alan Ray C. Macaraig and City Youth Councilor Juan Angelo Pacao, mandating the use of graduated closed-circuit television security system for business establishments in the city.
Again, Councilor Aris Macaraig.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is for third reading, and we have incorporated the suggestion of the Honorable Mendoza in the definition of the term CCTV system. The term CCTV system, as underlined, is the proposed inclusion of Honorable Mendoza, which reads, as used in this ordinance, the term CCTV system also refers to Internet protocol or digital cameras, other than its technical meaning of CCTV, closed-circuit television, which is analog in nature. This popular terminology, CCTV system, is used in this ordinance so as to be readily understood by the public. And if that is acceptable to Honorable Mendoza, Mr. Chair.
Councilor Mendoza, reaction.
Acceptable, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Councilor Aris Macaraig.
I move that this ordinance be approved on third reading, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The
Next item, please.
proposed ordinance, authored by Honorable Alan Ray C. Macaraig and City Youth Councilor Pacquiao, co-authored by Honorable Rosales, prohibiting elected local government officials in the city from affixing or installing their names, logos, images, and/or branding on publicly funded projects, programs, signages, and government-issued documents.
Again, Councilor Macaraig.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is the anti-EPAL ordinance, and we have we have presented this for second reading, and the Honorable Mendoza has commented that this should cover not only local officials but also national officials. But in this particular, we are submitting the ordinance without accommodating the comment of Honorable Mendoza, so that we could later on, if that will be necessary, propose amendment to this ordinance. But for now, maybe we could let this ordinance roll first locally, so that we can achieve its purpose locally, and later on, if there is a need and a necessity to include national officials from the scope, then we can anytime propose an ordinance. So,
Reaction from Councilor Mendoza.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I am now amendable to the ordinance as drafted, so that it can be approved now rather than waiting for any other amendments.
So
Mr.
you
Chair.
agree with Councilor Aris?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Councilor Aris.
thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Honorable Mendoza. I move that this ordinance be approved on third reading, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The report of the Committee on Organizational Development and Review.
Committee on Organizational Development and Review. Where is the chairman?
She is on official business, Mr. Chair.
She is in Kathmandu. So this will be... Yes, Councilor Elmer?
I am the committee co-chairperson, Mr. Chair. May we know from the Committee on Rules if the member absent could report the said committee report?
Councilor Rosales, please.
The rules are silent about that, Mr. Chairman, but I believe there's no problem with it.
Okay, so the co-chairman will be rendering the report. Councilor Elmer Baldemoro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, may I request for the acknowledgement of the committee report of the Committee on Organizational Development and Review.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The committee held the meeting on October 20 and didn't arrive into a quorum. So may I request for the plenary for the conversion of the committee as a whole.
So we are converting ourselves into the Committee of the Whole.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Item number 1, proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Alan Ruiz Macaraig and City Youth Councilor Yowan Angelo Pacquiao, strengthening the city disaster risk reduction and management framework by restructuring the city disaster risk reduction and management office, institutionalizing the local risk reduction and management council, establishing the emergency operations center, and adopting the incident command system and cluster approach as command, control, and coordination system for disaster response operation, management of planned events and exercises in the city of Naga. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod and recommend to deeper consideration of the proposed ordinance pending the submission of the revised draft incorporating the recommendation made during the hearing. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Next item, please.
That's in my report, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Councilor Elmer Baldemoro. Next item.
The letter dated October 23, 2025 from Barangay Mabolo, resubmitting their barangay ordinance establishing a standard barangay ID system in Barangay Mabulaw for review. Hello.
Mr. Chairman, may we refer this to the Committee
Yes,
on Laws?
Councilor Rosales.
May we refer this to the Committee on Laws and Ordinances, Mr. Chair?
Committee on Laws and Ordinances.
The report of the Committee on Tourism.
Committee on Tourism, headed by Councilor Diokno.
Mr. Chair, may I request acknowledgement on the report of the Committee on Tourism?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The hearing was held last October 24, and there was no quorum. The committee resolved to elevate the agenda to the plenary and be converted.
So again, we will constitute ourselves into the Committee of the Whole.
There was only one item, Mr. Chair. Proposed resolution authored by Honorable Nathan A. Serio, declaring a policy by the City of Naga that each tourism and related development programs be anchored primarily on its historicity while harmoniously integrating its cultural, natural, and economic assets. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of Honorable David Casper Nathan A. Serio, duly seconded by Honorable Melvin Ramon G. Benafe, the committee resolved to elevate the matter to the plenary and recommend the approval of the proposed resolution declaring a policy by the City of Naga that its tourism and related development programs be anchored primarily on its historicity while harmoniously integrating its cultural, natural, and economic assets. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? Objection?
No, Mr. Chair, before the Honorable Jokno steps down the podium, may I congratulate him for the Pakol Flower Festival, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Thank you. That ends my report, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
So that was approved. Thank you and congratulations, Councilor Jude Jokno. Next item,
The
please.
proposed ordinance of Honorable Francisco M. Mendoza, co-authored by Honorable Jesse R. Albius, prohibiting spot reclassification of lands within the territorial jurisdiction of the city, reinforcing the primacy of the comprehensive land use plan and the city's zoning ordinance.
Councilor Mendoza.
That matter is still with the Committee on Land Use. May I request that the same be referred to the said committee.
Okay, so it's still with the Committee on Land Use.
The
Next item,
letter
please.
dated October 24, 2025 of Honorable Melvin Ramon G. Benafe, withdrawing his proposed ordinance on deputation of barangay tanods.
Councilor Omar Buenafe.
Mr. Chair, after attending the meeting of the Liga ng mga Barangays and after due deliberation also of the committee, this representation decided to withdraw this proposed ordinance in view of the futility of the effort, Mr. Chair, because we received popular objections to this matter, and I heard, I listened to the plight of the barangay officials in that they actually need more personnel to perform tasks that is being performed by the tanod, who are at this time already overburdened by the work that they are performing in the barangays. So, Mr. Chair, I have come to this decision to withdraw this. Instead, maybe later on we can propose another entity that can support not only the city government in its enforcement functions, but also in the performance of the tasks in the barangays.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Councilor
Mr. Chair.
Buenafe. Next item, please.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Elmer S. Valdemoro, co-authored by Honorable Jefferson Romeo B. Felix, institutionalizing the Naga City Youth Development Program, Naga City Youth Employment Program, integrating the special program for employment of students and the Students Employment for Enrollment Program.
Councilor Valdemoro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, this is pending to the Committee on Appropriation jointly with the Committee on Youth.
Okay, so still pending with the Committee on Appropriations. Next item,
The
please.
proposed ordinance of Honorable Alan Racey Macaraig, Honorable Melvin Ramon Benafe, and City Councilor Juan Angelo Pacao is strengthening the city disaster risk reduction and management framework by restructuring the Naga City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office, institutionalizing the local disaster risk reduction management council, establishing the emergency operations center, recognizing the role of the barangay disaster risk reduction management office, and adopting the incident command system and cluster approach as command, control, and coordination systems for disaster response operations, management, and planned events and exercises in the city.
Councilor Macaraig.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is the resubmitted ordinance pending before the Committee on Reorganization, Mr. Chair. So may I move that it be referred back to the Committee on Reorganization.
Okay. We will refer this back to the Committee on Government Reorganization.
The report of the Committee on Health and Nutrition held on October 15, 2020.
Again, the Committee on Health and Nutrition headed by Councilor Dr. Butch Borja.
For the Committee on Health and Nutrition, may I request acknowledgement for this report, Mr. Chair.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
Yes, sir. The hearing was held last October 15, 2025 at 3:20 p.m. and there was a quorum.
There was a quorum.
Yes,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Proceed.
There were 5 matters discussed. Number 1 is the proposed ordinance ordered by City Official Councilor John Sebastian Flores, sponsored by Honorable Hil Rosales, amending ordinance number 2017-066 for the smoke-free ordinance of the City of Naga by providing guidelines for the provision of selling of cigarettes and vape to students. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
After the extensive deliberation of the matter, on motion of Honorable Frank Mendoza, seconded by Honorable Milano and Honorable Senior Citizen Adan, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang to defer the matter pending integration in the draft ordinance. The herein suggestion, the SP Secretariat is directed to invite next meeting the presence of the city legal officers.
So deferred.
Deferred. So moved. Second proposed ordinance is authored by the undersigned, prescribing comprehensive guidelines for the utilization of and allocation percentage of sharing scheme of funeral capitation reimbursement received from the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation for facility operational funds, professional fees for City Health Office 1 and 2, station personnel of Our Lady of Lourdes Infirmary, and for other purposes. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of Honorable Serio, duly seconded, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to refer the matter to the local health board for further discussion and recommendation. Furthermore, Honorable Gomez suggested that the proposed ordinance must follow in format of the ordinance to reflect the original provisions and the amendments. So moved.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The third proposed ordinance is authored by the undersigned establishing the linkage between the disease surveillance system and the field health service information system, FSIS, of the City Epidemiology and Surveillance Unit of Naga City to enhance public health response. May I go directly to the
Yes, please.
On motion of the undersigned, seconded by Honorable Serio, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to refer the matter and direct the SP Secretariat to look into our records as to the copy the existing ordinance on similar ordinance of this matter.
Okay.
So moved.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The fourth proposed ordinance, authored by Honorable Nathan Serio, amending the ordinance number 2009-002 to the Naga City Blood Program, or the Naga City Blood Program Ordinance by revitalizing the program, providing clear goals and outcomes, introducing the governing policies and principles, strengthening structures and system, mandating increased annual budget allocation, and for other purposes. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The proponent, Mr. Suel, seconded by Honorable Mendoza, recommended to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to defer the matter for refinement and his proposed ordinance.
Deferment.
So moved. The fifth proposal is a letter from the officer in charge of the Sangguniang Secretariat inviting Dr. Joseph Sanchez of the Naga City General Hospital to the regular session of October 14 to appraise the Sangguniang Panlungsod and the details of the memorandum of agreement, certain supplies for the requirement of the Naga City General Hospital. Letter dated August 4 of the Honorable Mayor, requesting for the passage of the resolution authorizing her to enter in the memorandum agreement with the certain suppliers for the requirement of the Naga City General Hospital. May I go directly to the disposition?
Yes, please.
On motion of Honorable Mendoza, seconded by Honorable Serio, the committee resolved to recommended to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to pass a resolution authorizing the city mayor to enter into the memorandum agreement with various suppliers relative to the reagent tie-up, agreement of machines for use at the Naga City General Hospital Clinical Laboratory, subject for the recommendation of the City Procurement Office and with a clear mode that reagents will be supplied by them and the equipment. So moved.
Any second?
Mr. Chair.
Councilor Mendoza.
Let me just clarify the last part of the disposition. It says there, subject to the recommendation of the City Procurement Office and stating clearly therein the mode of procurement to be used. Ang sipakasulat kaya medyo iba man. So, may I propose, Mr. Chair, that it read, the last part, subject to the recommendation of the City Procurement Office, clearly stating therein the mode of procurement to be used.
Okay, please take note, Mr. Secretary, and the motion has been approved and there is no objection.
That is all for my report, Mr. Chair.
Point of order, Mr. Chair. Does that mean that the amendment was not
Including
included?
the amendment.
Okay, thank you.
Are you finished with your report, Councilor
That is all
Bora?
for my report, sir, Mr. Chair. That is my report.
Thank you, Councilor Dr. Butch Borja. Next item,
The
please.
proposed ordinance of Honorable Francisco M. Mendoza imposing rental fee for commercial use of city government boom trucks by private entities and providing guidelines for the implementation thereof.
Councilor Mendoza.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. That matter is also with the Committee on Ways and Means, so may I request that the same be referred to the same committee.
Committee on Ways and Means. Next item, please.
The letter dated October 24, 2025 from the City Assessor with information and verification records of certain property owned by Celedonia Mariano. in Barangay del Rosario.
Any comment? Yes, Councilor Nathan Serio.
Refer that to the Committee on Land Use.
So we will refer this to the Committee on Land Use.
The letter dated October 24, 2025 from Attorney Paul Jan Barosa of Pidao, submitting his comments and inputs and recommendations in the proposed ordinance relative to installation of tactile paving in key public areas of Honorable Jokno.
Reaction? Any reaction from the members of the council? Yes, Councilor Balimoro.
Here, this pertains to the proposed ordinance of the Honorable Jokno seeking the comment from the PIDAO. So may I move to refer this to the Committee on LO together with Committee on Social Development.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter
Next item.
dated October 24, 2025 from the Department of Economy, Planning and Development, Bicol Region, submitting their comments and recommendation on the proposed ordinance on artificial intelligence governance and advancement.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilor Aris Macaraig.
I move that the letter be referred to the Committee on Information and Technology, still pending with the committee.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The report of the Committee on Appropriations.
The report of the Committee on Appropriations.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, may I request for the acknowledgement of the committee report of the Committee on Appropriation.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
There was a quorum, Mr. Chair. So may I proceed? Item number 1, letter dated October 7, 2025 of Punong Barangay Angelo Benjola of Igualdad, requesting for the release of the Barangay Support Fund for calendar year 2024 and 2025. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to direct the City Budget Office to submit a detailed list of barangays that received the Barangay Support Fund for the years 2024 and 2025, as well as a certification of the remaining available balance of the Barangay Support Fund account for the current year. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Item number 2, first endorsement dated October 17, 2025 from the City Budget Office forwarding the annual budget of Barangay San Francisco for calendar year from January 1 to December 31, 2026 as embodied under Barangay Appropriation Ordinance number 2025-002 involving the amount of 4,907,920 pesos in conformity with existing budgetary rules and regulation and accordance with the provisions of the Local Government Code of 1991. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable Simeon Jesus Adan Jr., duly seconded by Ms. Diasis, Honorable Corod, and Honorable Sapanta, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod the passage of a resolution declaring the annual budget of Barangay San Francisco de City for calendar year from January 1 to December 31, 2026 as embodied under Barangay Appropriation Ordinance number 2025-002 involving the amount of 4,907,920 pesos valid and operative in its entirety. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Item number 3, first endorsement dated October 17, 2025 from the City Budget Office, forwarding the annual budget of Barangay Lerma, the city, for calendar year from January 1 to December 31, 2026, as embodied under Barangay Appropriation Ordinance number 2025-005, involving the amount of 4,990,867 pesos, in conformity with existing budgetary rules and regulation and in accordance with the provisions of the Local Government Code of 1991. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable Simeon Jesus Adan Jr., duly seconded by Ms. Diasis, Honorable Corod, Honorable Sapanta, and Honorable De La Cruz, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod the passage of a resolution declaring the annual budget of Barangay Lerma, the city, for calendar year from January 1 to December 31, 2026, as embodied under Barangay Appropriation Ordinance number 2025-005, involving the amount of 4,990,867 pesos, valid and operative in its entirety. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Resolved further, Mr. Chair, to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod the passage of a resolution commending Barangay San Francisco and Barangay Lerma for being the first barangays to submit their annual budgets for 2026. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Joint and collective?
Yes, on joint and collective motion, Mr. Chair. Item number 4, last item, letter dated October 16, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor, containing her budget message for the proposed 2026 annual budget of the City Government of Naga with a total amount of 2,122,357,059 pesos. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to schedule the budget hearing and request to the Office of the City Mayor for a meeting with the department heads and chiefs of offices, as well as the list of the composition of the 8 clusters they identified prior to the schedule of budget hearings. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That's end my report, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Councilor Elmer Baldemoro. Next item, please.
New business, the proposed ordinance of Honorable Francisco M. Mendoza, Senior Citizen Councilor Corazon Milano, repealing specific provisions of ordinances providing mandatory appropriations to certain sectors or programs.
Laws and ordinances? Yes, Councilor Baldemoro.
Mr. Chair, kung ano ko lang itong opportunity na last session kaya ka mga senior citizen, may we know from the Senior Citizen Councilor Corazon Milano if she is co-authoring the said ordinance? Remember na ang maapektuhan digdi is the 1% mandatory allocation for senior citizen.
Councilor Corazon Milano?
Yes po, Honorable Kagawad.
You are co-authoring the ordinance, proposed ordinance?
Yes po, Mr.
Okay.
Maski Mr. Chair, maapektuhan ang 1% mandatory for senior citizen?
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
Mr. Chair, just to make it clear, removing the mandatory appropriation does not necessarily mean that the present allocation of those offices or programs with mandatory appropriation would be reduced. Our budgeting process would depend on their submission. If they submit, if they can justify that they need more, then it would be more. If they cannot justify, it would be less. So it would depend on the need of each program and each sector. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so are you satisfied with the answer of Councilor Mendoza?
No, Mr. Chair, I'm just asking whether the counterpart is a co-author of the said proposal.
Yes, I believe Councilor Corazon Milano already answered your question. Okay?
Mr. Chair, just stood up because the initial statement is that my counterpart may not know that the 1% would be reduced. It depends.
Okay. Next item, please.
The letter dated October 21, 2025 from Barangay Secretary of Lerma, transmitting ordinance number 008 requiring all sari-sari stores and other establishments
Laws and ordinances.
cigarettes. The letter dated October 15 of Mr. Harley Cristo requesting an investigation into the operations of funeral establishments in the city that appear to be in violation of national regulation.
Committee on Health.
The proposed ordinance, Honorable Jesse R. Albios and Senior Citizen Councilor Simeon Jesus Adan Jr., establishing a dental clinic in the Our Lady of Lourdes Infirmary in Barangay Carolina.
Committee on Organizational Development.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Jesse R. Albios and Senior Citizen Councilor Simeon Jesus P. Adan Jr., establishing a dental clinic in the City General Hospital.
Committee on Organizational Development.
The application for accreditation by architect Josenia Merencillo of Nueva Cáceres Heritage Movement as a non-government organization in the city.
Committee on People Empowerment.
The proposed resolution, Honorable Vito C. Borja II, enjoining all private health facilities and private and public schools in the city to submit monthly report to the City Health Office on communicable and non-communicable disease cases.
Committee
in
on
the
Health.
facilities.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilor
about the
Aris.
about the proposed resolution, I think it is prepared by Dr. Butch Borja. I think it's ready for approval by the plenary. If we could move it to the special business.
Councilor Borja, what is your reaction to the proposal of Councilor Aris Macaraig? So we will transfer this to the special business order?
Yes.
Reaction, Councilor Rosales? No objection. So we will transfer this particular proposed resolution to the special business or order. So you're now moving for the approval of the resolution. Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The endorsement from the Trimobile Task Force endorsing the application for transfer of Trimobile franchise.
Committee on Transport.
The letter dated October 21 from Engineer Mario Christopher Gumba, Engineer 1 CPDO, submitting the technical evaluation.
Committee on Land Use.
The letter dated October 20 from Engineer Maria Amoroso, Regional Director, Department of Human Settlement and Urban Development, requesting for submission of the revised
Committee on Land Use.
The proposed ordinance, Honorable GCR Albius and Senior Citizen Councilor Adan, establishing a Senior Citizen Wellness and Recreational Center incorporating.
Committee on Social Development.
The email dated October 22, 2025, Ms. Maria Cecilia Abogado, Social Mobilizer, with an enclosed memorandum of understanding to be entered into between the city and the Coalition for Bicol Development relative to the support in the localization and integration of women, peace, and security in the city, with remarks from the City Mayor for Sangguniang Panlungsod Authority.
Where can we refer this? Councilor Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, may we refer this to the Committee on Women?
Committee on Women. Okay.
The proposed resolution of the Honorable David Caspatay Nathan A. Serio requesting the national government to study and act a law and or design a program that provides daily wage or financial assistance to rice farmers during the period of rice production as social justice measure aimed to alleviate the plight of the sector that feeds the nation.
Can we approve this now? Councilor Serio. Okay, we will refer this resolution, proposed resolution, to the Committee on Agriculture, headed by Councilor Frank Mendoza. Next item, please.
The proposed resolution of Honorable David Casper Nathan A. Serio and Honorable Vito Sibor II respectfully urging the DBM to respond favorably to the August 18, 2025 letter request of the Philippine Association of Local Government Accountants seeking the issuance of a policy clarification that will resolve the impasse in local government units on the release of PhilHealth Consulta benefits for health professionals and workers.
Councilor Serio. Again, we will refer this to the Committee on Health.
The letter dated October 21, 2023 of Dr. Magno Conag as President of the City College of Naga on the payment of related learning experience or clinical practicum fee and affiliation fee for school year 2018 to 2019.
The Chairman of the Committee on Education, Councilor Nathan Serio.
Committee, Joint Committee, Appropriation and Education.
We will refer this to the Committee on Appropriations and then the Committee on Education.
Yes.
Joint.
Other matters, Resolution number 2025-003 of the Naga City Project Monitoring Committee designating Engineer Philip Arthur Sidilla and Mr. John Paul Arellano as official spokespersons of the Naga City Project
Noted.
Monitoring Committee. The letter dated October 23, 2025 from Honorable Hilda Gale Arabunal Gomez informing of their official travel to Nepal on October 25 and 29.
Noted.
Nominal voting.
Councilor Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, I move to transfer all resolutions and ordinances to nominal voting and approve the same.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Move to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
Adjourn.
11:34. By 12:34.